Hello, hello, hello. I hope I don't overload your internet with streaming. Let me know if you have any issues with it. Let's see. If this gets too slow. Too slow.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer. I'm calling to see what Americans are concerned about for the upcoming presidential election. Is Larry available? Hi, Larry. So I'm volunteering for Andrew Yang. He is the candidate who's proposing $1,000 a month called a freedom dividend to every American adult. Have you heard of Andrew Yang, or is that something that you're interested in? Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's much
Very
better.
good question. So one of the ways in which this would generate
A little bit better, I guess.
value-added tax, 10% on tech companies.
Here we go. We're gonna call, do some phone banking for Andrew Yang again. I'm at another phone banking party Saturday afternoon. Two other Yang gang.
Okay, thank you.
Calling Iowa. Mm-hmm.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer calling to see what Americans are concerned about for the presidential election. Is Timothy available? Okay. I just want to thank you for taking my call real quick. Andrew Yang is who I'm supporting. He's proposing $1,000 a month universal basic income to every American.
What's going on here?
If you get a chance to watch out for him in the debate, or if you can look him up and check him out, I really appreciate it. Okay, thanks so much. Have a good day. Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer.
There we go.
Is Donna available? My name is Kim. I'm a volunteer. I'm volunteering to call just to see what Americans are concerned about the upcoming presidential election. Uh, uh,
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling just to find out what's important to Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. And I was wondering if Eva is available. Oh, hi, Eva. How are you? Eva. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Hmm.
Hi, my name is
Okay. Yeah. Health insurance.
calling to see just what's important.
And okay. So to take a quick step back, I'm actually representing Andrew Yang presidential election. Have you heard of Andrew Yang?
If I could ask just, real quick, if you have some time,
Okay.
is there someone that you're supporting for presidency or?
Right. Yeah, it's a big field.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I am volunteering with Andrew Yang, and he is proposing
Yeah, and we do have a lot of strong candidates in the field, so it might be hard to decide at the moment. But if I can take a minute and kind of tell you what Andrew Yang, what his policies are, according to what's important to you. So in terms of Social Security and healthcare, Andrew Yang's for Medicare for all, and he wants to stress that Medicare for all will not only improve medical care and medical coverage for every American, but it'll also get healthcare off of the back of small businesses and entrepreneurs. So that not only will it increase our health and our coverage, but it would also it'll cause a resurgence in American entrepreneurship. Because right now, for small business owners, the large companies, they're able to compete and offer fancy health plans for their employees. But for the mom and pop shops and the small companies, it's really hard for them to do all that HR. Um, so that's one thing in terms of healthcare. And then your other concern about Social Security. So Andrew Yang's flagship proposal is what he's calling a freedom dividend of $1,000 a month to every American citizen. Um, no questions asked. So that'll, mhm, yeah, right, in Social Security, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. I know, and the good thing is the $1,000 a month is on top of your Social Security payout and on top of your pensions. Yeah, so what it does. Mhm. Go ahead. Yeah, because it sounds like an expensive plan, right? Yeah, and that's what's good about Andrew Yang is he doesn't just propose good sounding ideas. He actually, he's a math and numbers guy. He's an entrepreneur, and he spent most of his career creating jobs in blighted cities that were blighted by automation, and their manufacturing jobs got decimated because they were robots started to do the work of people. So he has a payment plan for the policy, and his main way to pay for it is a value added tax that will allow us to capture a tiny slice of every Amazon sale, every robot truck mile, every Google search and Facebook ad. Now, for all those big companies right now, they're at the forefront of technology and automation, so they can do so much with so few people, and so all of their productivity, right now, they're not paying any income taxes on their profits. So Amazon last year, I think they're in the order of tens of billions of dollars per year business, and they didn't pay any income taxes. So Andrew's plan, one of the main mechanisms is a value added tax that will capture a tiny slice of every transaction in our economy, and then to put that value into the hands of every American, creating what he's calling a trickle up economy rather than a trickle down economy. Yeah. So I'm glad you're asking these questions because it sounds like you're a really rational person. Hmm. He's from upstate New York. He's from New York, but upstate New York. You know, like sometimes people make a distinguishment between people who grew up in upstate New York versus New York City. So I believe, mhm. I think it was, where was Andrew born? It was this Schenectady. I forget exactly, but I think it's Schenectady. Don't quote me on that though. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Before you go, is it okay if I send you email information? Would that help you? Oh. Okay. Where's the healthcare? I think I talked too much there. Good report on it. Hmm. Yeah, I think we had good rapport at first, but then I was a little long-winded, so then she's like, yeah.
Is Deborah available?
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang campaign, and I'm just calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. Um, okay, thank you.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. I'm just calling quickly to see what's important to Americans in the upcoming election. Is Christina available? Christina? I'm sorry? Um, yeah, so I'm just a volunteer. I'm calling with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. And I'm calling quickly to see if you've heard of Andrew Yang or if there's someone you're supporting for presidency. Okay, good. All right, well, thank you for your time.
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling just to find out what's important to Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if Judith is available.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm volunteering with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. Is Bessie available?
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer trying to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if Angeline is available. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a place of business. Okay. Thank you for your time. Yeah, bye.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. I'm just calling Americans to see what's important to people for the upcoming election. Is Harold available? Hi, my name is Kim. I'm volunteering for the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. Is this Harold?
Hi, my name is Levin. Mhm.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. I'm just calling quickly to see what's important to Americans in the upcoming election. Is Mary Lee available?
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if Deborah is available.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer. Hello? Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. Is Gerald available? Okay, okay, well, okay, okay, thank you so much. Okay.
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I'm wondering if Kristen is available. Hi, Kristen. Okay, well, that's fine. Well, thank you for your time. Hmm. Hmm.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. I'm just calling to find out what's important to Americans in the upcoming election. Is Richard available?
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling just to find out what's important to Americans this year. How to find this.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. Is Shirley available?
Hmm. Okay.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. I'm just calling to find out what's important to Americans in the upcoming
Hey,
election.
people on Facebook, I see two of you, but I can't see who you actually are. But I think if you type something, I can see it in the comments pop up on this little the restream window I have. So yeah, if you feel like it, you can type to me and I can see you.
Is that something that you've heard of or have you heard of Andrew Yang?
Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer calling just to find out what's important to Americans this year for the election coming up. And I was wondering if you or someone in the family would like to share some opinions. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
volunteering with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. Is Neil available?
Hi, my name is.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm volunteering with the Andrew Yang.
Hi, my name is Ledin. I'm a volunteer, and I'm calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if Asia is available.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm volunteering with the Andrew Yang.
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if Orpha is available.
Hi, Kathy. So I'm volunteering with the Andrew Yang.
Oh, hi, Orpha. Yeah, I'm just calling to find out if you've heard of. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang campaign, and just calling to with Andrew Yang's presidential campaign. Have you heard of Andrew Yang? Oh, you have. Great. Um, may I ask you, what's your opinion, or what have you heard about Andrew Yang so far? Oh, okay. Bye bye. Hmm. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year for the election coming up. Is Erica available?
Okay.
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer. Hmm.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. I'm calling to find out what's important to Americans in the upcoming election. Is Doris available? Okay, thanks.
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if Bonnie's available. Okay. Would you?
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm volunteering with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. Is Rosemary available? Is this Rosemary? Hi. I'm volunteering with Andrew Yang presidential campaign. I'm just trying to get a sense.
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer finding out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if Catherine's available.
Hi, I'm a volunteer for the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. Can you hear me?
Hi. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'll try to speak clearer. My name is Levin, and I'm volunteering my time for the Andrew Yang presidential campaign this year. And I'm just wondering if you've heard of Andrew Yang so far. That's right. Yeah, so you've heard. You're right. Yeah, and he calls it the freedom dividend. Uh-huh. And based on what you heard, is he somebody that you are considering supporting? hmm
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. I'm calling to find out
hmm
what's
Yeah, I
important.
really appreciate you sharing either way. hmm
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm volunteering with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. Is Doc available?
That's right. Yeah, yeah, agreed.
Hi, my name, hi, my name is Kim. I'm volunteering with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. I'm just calling to find out what's
Hmm.
important to
Hmm.
Americans in the upcoming election. Is Charles available?
Okay, and may I ask you if you have a specific candidate? Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, definitely is. He's definitely an outsider. He's not a career politician. He's an entrepreneur and problem solver. Yeah, great. Hmm. You know what the great thing is? You know what the great thing is? Andrew Yang. He's also realistic about it. So, what he said himself that even if he doesn't win, he already feels like he's contributing to the conversation. And if you've been following like I have, I've been following like obsessively. Right. Exactly. Right. Hmm. Well, I'll tell you what the. Mm,
Hi, my name is, hi, my name
right.
is Kim. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang
Right.
presidential
Exactly.
campaign. Calling to find out what's
He's got to unite the left and the right in Congress and in
available.
yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Right. And Andrew Yang says it himself at very first. Yeah. You know what the ironic thing is he admits that his policy sounds like a gimmick at first. And so it's kind of the opposite. Like you would think like people want to hear that, but really most people that I talk to when they first hear about it, they're like, that sounds like a gimmick. It sounds like he's buying votes. And Andrew Yang admits it himself that it sounds weird at first. But the difference is when you look into it, this idea is actually deeply American. Martin Luther King was for it. Some of the founding fathers were talking about it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a very fair question. Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes, yes, I agree
Do you
with
think
you.
$1,000 a month would help you in your life currently, or are you? Uh huh. Okay.
Among Trump supporters.
Okay. Okay. Great.
There are people
Yeah.
actually on all different sides of political views that
Yeah.
disagree.
So the thing is,
One of the things he talked about is like he's running because of the problems that people were facing when Trump got elected. Losing jobs
mhm.
to automation technology, like manufacturing, retail. I'm sure you've seen, the
Hmm.
retail stores closing, things like that. And so these technology
Right, and that's why he
companies,
doesn't.
they
That's
are
why
getting
he.
the advantages and the profits, but what Angie wants to do is to
Yeah.
put a 10% value added tax on like Amazon, Facebook, and Google, and that will allow
Hmm.
people
Fair enough.
to
Yeah.
see those benefits in a kind of trickle up economy.
Yeah. That's exactly the thing because automation and technology is gonna decimate about 50% of entry level jobs in the United States in the next 10 to 20 years. And that's really why we need this. Um, Andrew Yang points out that, yeah. Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Right. And that's why the Andrew Yang is the 21st century candidate.
Uh-huh.
Like nobody else is talking about automation. Nobody else is talking about technology. People are starting to.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The climate, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Did you see the climate debate on CNN a couple days ago?
One major area of
Right.
America
Okay.
that may
I see. I see.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think,
Um,
yeah. So Andrew Yang being the 21st century candidate, he talks a lot. I mean, yeah, he does say that. Really, it is too late, and we have to do things like geoengineer. We got to catch up. We got to catch up. And all these other candidates are they're talking about cutting emissions. They're talking about cutting emissions, but the United States is only 15% of global emissions, right? So even if we cut down emissions, we still have to do something else. We have to use our highest technology. We can't roll back. We got to go forward. And that's why we need somebody who understands technology. Right. Right. Mhm.
He's definitely for universal. Another one of his policies is that drug prices are just too high, with the
Mhm.
pharmaceutical companies and insurance companies, just looking to make profit. So one of his
Mhm.
policies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Well, I've never.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like Bernie's talking about unions, Biden's talking about going back to the good old days.
In this country, I live in a place where I was around and,
I know, and that's what I'm trying. That's why I'm making these calls is to get people's minds, get people's attention on Andrew Yang, who's talking about going forward instead of going back to the 20th century. What good are unions, right? What good are workers' unions when it's machines automating away the jobs? Do you want to put robots into the unions? That's not going to work.
make some of the big corporations pay their fair share too, so we can solve some of our problems here, right?
Yes.
Would you be interested
Mhm.
in?
Yes.
Uh,
I've been to like Europe, universal healthcare in Europe, and then in
Mhm.
Canada, things like that. And it just makes sense. Everyone gets the coverage that they need. And right
Mhm.
now with our
Mhm.
system, it's really complicated, super expensive. And not providing any better quality care.
Mhm. Great.
Yeah, no, it's
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, in Japan,
they have the best intention, of course.
right? Only later, right? In the 80s and 90s, and right,
So there's all kinds of good things that will come from that. We have to make sure
right.
that we get other people. I mean,
So that's the thing. China was like super behind the times until they started to adopt free market policies,
Uh-huh.
right?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's right. And that's it. And that's what the freedom. That's what the freedom dividend that Andrew is proposing. That's what he wants to give people the money to be able to have time to do that. There's going to be a transition.
Yes. Yes.
Where people
Hmm.
are out of work. They
Yeah.
don't have the skills they need, so they need to find something to cover the.
Do you have any children?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Uh-huh. Yeah, farmers are another
Hmm.
huge group that have really suffered from, these like technology changes and advancements.
Yeah.
With the government kind of
So
like
we were actually fishing line on the phone
Hmm.
before they did it.
Yes, yes, that is another huge issue with the
Mhm.
tariffs, and the
Yeah.
tariffs are just hurting, the farmers.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, their future is important.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Hmm. I wonder what they think.
That's interesting.
I wonder if they know. I wonder if they know about Andrew Yang, because usually the younger generation they're more up to speed with technology and social media, and Andrew Yang's actually really popular with the younger generations. And the only reason he's not popular with older generations is because he's being shut out by mainstream media. So I'm pretty sure your nieces and nephews may have. Mhm.
It's going to be on the television on Thursday night, so they'll be in Houston. They'll have, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
For sure. I have a statistic that might interest you around that topic. I have a statistic that might interest you about that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Get Trump out of office.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm. Yeah. And then yes, yes, yeah,
Mhm.
environmentally, and then also even the health issues, from people who would work. Yeah, who would work in the coal mines like that. Well, I really appreciate your time. Are you considering supporting
Mhm.
Andrew Yang?
Yep.
Hello?
Yep.
Hello? Sí, buenas tardes. Hablo, ¿verdad?
Okay.
Don Carlos Chávez.
Yep.
Yes.
We're working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think you'll watch the next debate? If you get a chance to watch the next debate, look out for Andrew Yang, because it sounds like if you're concerned about defeating Trump, here's something I'll tell you before I go: is they ran a poll for 2016 Trump voters, and 10%, a whole 10% of them are already starting to support Andrew Yang. So there's only two candidates in all of the Democratic candidates right now that are pulling over old Trump supporters in two-digit numbers, and Andrew Yang is one of them. So it's not necessarily that. Andrew Yang has a lot of different policies that just make sense. For example, ranked choice voting and democracy dollars that wash out corporate interest in our politics. So he's a very progressive president. He's for Medicare for all. He's for what he calls human-centered capitalism. So instead of destroying our capitalist machinery, what he's going to do is make sure that the capitalist machinery is operating at full blast, but with the gains going to the people instead of just to the top. And yeah, hmm
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right,
Hello.
hmm
Hey, is it Victor?
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Victor, my name's John.
Yeah. Yeah. Truck driving.
Well, that's why a lot of them are coming over to Andrew Yang right now, and the momentum's really building. So I just encourage you to keep your ears open and yeah, right, awesome. hmm Yeah, yeah. If you talk, if you I encourage you, if you get a chance to watch the second debate, the first half was all about Biden and Kamala criticizing each other. The second half was dominated by Andrew Yang, and all he talked about were the actual issues: economy, automation, climate. He didn't spend any time bashing any other candidate, and that's what I love about this guy. He's focused on the actual problems. How old is he? Oh, he's 44, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember the year exactly, but I know he's either 44 or 45. So he's on the young side, but he's not a millennial. But he's got that, energy. hmm
Andy Stern.
I see.
The name.
I see. Yeah, that's great.
Um, there might be
So that'd probably be the 70s.
that leadership of comedians who made a case for
Oh yeah, he definitely was. He spent 10 years of his career building jobs in places that were decimated by automation. So he's been in this field. That's actually why he's running for president, because he sees this happening while no other career politicians are. Um, mhm,
Well, again, thank you so much again. If I could ask you if you'd like to write
mhm.
Tax
Yeah.
Oh,
hmm
Okay. Well, do you think
Well, thank you so much again for your time.
Mhm.
Are you supporting any other candidates right now, or you just have?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Right.
We're all watching and waiting.
Right.
Well, there you go. So, Roland, would you be interested in receiving any?
So do you want to know what Andrew Yang has to say about that? He talked about that specifically. Yeah, train them, retrain them, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right. Well,
So would you like to hear what Andrew Yang says about that?
hey, if you are.
Okay. Yeah, so he points out that the people who lost their jobs due to automation and due to evolving energy, like coal miners, manufacturing workers. So what happened to those people is there was about 4 million manufacturing workers that got displaced. And at the time, politicians were just saying, okay, let's just retrain them, right? Simple, teach them to do something else. But the numbers show, Andrew Yang points at the numbers, and he's like, the retraining programs were only 0 to 15% effective. And what happened to most of those manufacturing workers was that most of them dropped out of the workforce altogether. So they no longer counted in unemployment numbers because they stopped looking for jobs. They just got so disillusioned and so dejected that they just dropped out. A lot of them ended up on disability, whether or not they were, some of them were fairly on disability and some of them probably exaggerated to get on disability. Um, yeah, and the numbers also show that. Yeah. So, and that's why, yeah. So, and he points out that, just simply saying that we should retrain people is not a good, I mean, it's not a valid solution because, historically it hasn't worked. So, um, yeah. So that's why the solution, right? We got to put them back to work. We got to create jobs. And that's what's great about the $1,000 per month is that when, mhm. Yeah, infrastructure, right?
And get that money into some Americans' hands and get spend it in the economy. Have you heard anything about that?
Hmm.
No, well, I'm really excited about it. That's why I go in with on Saturday to talk to people about it because I think it's a great opportunity for America to move forward. Get our economy moving. Instead of trickling down, it's time for us to trickle up. Get money back into our communities and get
Yeah.
money to spend. Take the pressure off of all these people out there who are just struggling.
Hmm.
Oh, no problem. Well,
It was better than nothing, right?
Well, thank you. I appreciate you taking my call. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hi, my name is Tim. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. I'm calling to find out what's important to Americans in this upcoming election. Is Roland available?
Hmm.
Hi, Roland. I'm a volunteer with Andrew Yang who's running for president. Have you heard of him, or is there someone you're supporting for presidency?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm a volunteer for Andrew Yang, and he's running for presidency in 2020. Is there someone that you're supporting for the
Right.
president, or
Yeah.
have you heard of Andrew Yang?
Yeah.
Oh, um, okay. If you don't mind, I can tell you a little
Hmm.
bit about
Hello?
him. Andrew Yang is proposing $1,000 a month to
Yeah.
every American adult.
Hello?
It's called the universal basic income.
Right. See, that's a problem with a lot of government created work is sometimes it's, in FDR's days, that was great. We built national parks. But depending on who's in charge, like, yeah, I understand. Hmm. Yeah. Well, the difference this time is it's not going to just be coal miners and young men who are able to move and to work in camps. It's going to be retail workers, and the most common retail worker is a woman in her 40s. So these are going to be mothers. These are going to be caretakers. They may not necessarily be able to move across the country to work on infrastructure projects. Um, yeah, so that's why the $1,000 a month will create a safety net for people so that they won't shop. Hmm. Yeah, and definitely that stuff will happen. That stuff will happen. Yeah, I thank you for your time. Hmm.
Well, thank you for taking my call. Okay. Have you ever heard of Andrew Yang? Just real quickly, have you heard of him? Oh, that's great. Well, that's great. Would you consider him, or is he
Yeah,
kind of just like outside?
right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's why we really need a value-added tax. Hmm. That's feudalism. You know about feudalism, right? Yeah. All right. Yeah, it was good talking to you. Yeah, keep your eye out for Andrew Yang. Maybe ask your nephews about them, your nieces about them. And yeah, thank you for your time. Hmm.
Hello.
Hmm.
Hello, Rosalie. Yeah, hi, this is Josh.
Yeah, you didn't need too much, right?
About the presidential candidate for supporting Andrew Yang. Heard of him?
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm volunteering with the
All right. Have a great day.
He's a candidate for the
Bye.
Democratic nomination in 2020, and he wants to join this
That was
presidential
a
policy
long call.
freedom dividend, which is $1,000 for each American citizen each month to try to help.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm volunteering to find out what's important to
Would you
Americans.
be, are you supporting the other
And I'm supporting
candidates?
$1,000 a month.
Or any issue you're
Guys,
interested
for anything, or is there someone you're supporting for presidency?
in? Eating, yeah, that's important. Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
looking about it for,
Well, would you be?
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. Is Carolyn available?
Yeah, well, it's on ABC. Right? Yeah, it's on ABC, and it's going to be in Houston, Texas, on Thursday night. And yeah, he'll be up there on the series. Andrew Yang, the guy I'm supporting, he's going to be up there. He'll be talking about his policies. So yeah, if you get a chance, check him out. Keep your eyes out for Andrew. He's going to do a lot of good for America. Andrew Yang.
Hi,
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. Is Clifton available?
Very good politicians where he's just started businesses and created jobs.
My name is Levin.
He's the kind of person I think America really needs right now because he's got to have some practical solutions. He's not going to bother with arguing back and forth.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll try to speak a little louder. My name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer, and I'm calling to find out what's important to you and your household in terms of the election coming up. And I was wondering if you, yeah, go ahead.
Thanks, Emily. Bye.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm volunteering with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. I'm just calling to find out what's important to Americans in the upcoming election. Is Deborah available?
Hey. What's crazy? Hello. You scared me so like.
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if Jean is available. Okay. Well, I'd be happy to speak to you or another member of the household if you're willing to talk for like 2 or 3 minutes. Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. Have you heard of Andrew Yang? Oh, great. May I ask you what have you heard and what are your thoughts?
Upstate New York, 44-year-old guy who wants to
Hi, Neil. So I just
give
wanted to
a
find out what's
country, kind of like what people get up in Alaska, you know, where they get a
Okay.
check every year
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
oil check. But he calls it the tech check because all these big companies, you know, like Amazon and Facebook, that are paying taxes. Well, taxes companies.
I see. Yeah, and yeah, he's definitely an outsider, right? He definitely is not a career politician.
Well, we should
Did you catch him at the last debate, or what have you seen about him so far?
Awesome. All right, all right. Would you be interested in receiving any more information about the campaign? I can send you an email about it, see what its policies are. Okay, great. Let me get the link clicked up here so I can.
Yeah,
Decided.
great. Well, thank you for your input.
Yeah, sure. Go.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about what Andrew's talking about is he actually admits that even if he doesn't win the office, he's just trying to get his word out there, and he's the only person talking about the fourth industrial revolution and automation, and we're seeing now that the field is Pete Buttigieg and Joe Biden are now starting to talk about automation too. So Andrew Yang considers this a win for him because he's really concerned with fixing the nation and not really out, for his own personal gain. So, yeah, yeah, and cool. And are you aware of his flagship proposal of the freedom dividend, $1,000 a month to every American adult? Okay, yeah. So that's his. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah, so his flagship proposal is going to give $1,000 a month to every American citizen, and with the goal of making them a shareholder and stakeholder in the economy. He mentions that we are the richest nation by GDP, so we're the most productive. However, we also have record numbers of depression, record numbers of suicides and drug overdoses. So it just points to the fact that our as our economy becomes more and more automated, all of that value we're creating is going to the top, the biggest companies like Amazon, like Google, and those companies actually make so much money, but they don't pay any income taxes. So yeah, that's a problem. And he points out that one reason Donald Trump won is because we automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs in the swing states. And those manufacturing workers were really disenfranchised, and so they turned to Donald Trump. Um, so, Andrew Yang's really focused on solving the issues that got Donald Trump elected, and that's why he's already won. He's already starting to win over former Trump voters. The last poll I saw a couple weeks ago was that 10% of 2016 Trump voters are already starting to support Andrew Yang. So he's really coming up in the polls. I think nationally he's polling sixth right now, and I think he's going to grow really fast. So, yeah, how does that sound to you? Do you think that $1,000 a month would help you and your family? Hmm. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for your time. And before I go, would it be helpful to you if I sent you some email information about it? Hmm. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. All right. Yeah. I just recommend you to Google him. I think his interview with Joe Rogan is really, really important for people to see. Even if you don't end up voting for him, I think it's adding a lot of important conversations to the dialogue out there. So thank you for your time. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Bye bye.
I want to volunteer with the festival, but you help me get signed up, or?
Yeah, so they have some volunteers signed up as like a board.
So just go on there, just write my information in and show up.
You can, yeah. What time?
It's Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'll send you that link. And then so they're gonna be there from 10 to 6 next Saturday, and then the Saturday after I'm planning to do 10 to 5.
Cool.
And that's just there's no event happening, but we're just gonna
Hang out.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if Janet's available.
I'll bring one little chairs in case.
Yeah.
Or my Yankee shirt.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And then yeah, we'll make it to like, if anyone wants to host home baking
Sure.
or other types of events,
Yeah.
like,
But I can do it alone.
Yeah.
Whenever it's ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Right, thanks a lot.
Thanks
Nice
so
to meet
much.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for the key.
Yeah, you can like grab some water.
Nice to meet you.
See you. Yeah.
Okay. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if you or another member of the household would like to share some opinions. All right, thank you, sir. Probably would. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Biden, right? Yeah, the media coverage is really skewed, right? Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm volunteering with the Andrew Yang Presidential.
Yeah, I think I have to look into Bernie's stuff a lot more. Hmm. I'm hearing a lot of things that like I jive with because yeah, I started out like getting excited about Andrew Yang, and in conversation with a lot of Bernie supporters, I'm starting to look at the job guarantee, and I'm thinking that would be an interesting thing for the economy coming up because Andrew Yang's major concern is automation, um, automation decimating jobs, right? So I'm like, oh, Bernie's approach is a job guarantee, and Andrew's approach is a universal basic income, and they're both working on the same problem with two different strategies. So that sounds great.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm volunteering with the Andrew Yang Presidential campaign. Is James available?
Yeah, definitely he doesn't have as much numbers as Bernie. Mhm.
I am with Andrew Yang. He is proposing $1,000 a month to every American adult on the free dividend. Have you heard of him, or is there some?
Super delegates.
Okay, it's a very good.
Yeah, like Joe Biden or Harris, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm totally progressive all the way.
very good question. One of the ways in which the money would come from a 10% value added tax on the big tech companies like Amazon, Google, Facebook, you're good at avoiding taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so that is one of the ways in which you could be paid. Another way,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
a lot of people who are currently on benefit programs.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, we're just trying to spread the message more than anything else this year.
Where they can choose.
Yeah. Yeah, and I hear you because I'm like, if he doesn't win this year, I hope he runs again next year or next 4 years from now. Because I think that by that time, the country will surely be ready for somebody technology savvy.
Reduce the cost of some of the other. Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Hmm. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Tim. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang Presidential Campaign. I'm just calling to find out what's important. Andrew Yang? Have you heard of Andrew Yang? He's the one who's
Right.
get down. Yeah, yeah. The $1,000 a month every American adult.
Hmm.
Yeah. Is there? What do you think about Andrew Yang, or is there someone that you're supporting?
Hmm. Great. Well, thank you for your time. Ah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, thank you for your time. That was a great conversation.
Candidates who are
Bye.
double digit against Trump. So he actually would have a good chance of nominated to beat Trump. Yeah, yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah, the appeal from all sides of the political spectrum. I think, Americans know that, we're having a lot of struggles and big problems right now. For example, automation replacing a lot of jobs like in manufacturing and retail. And, a lot of Americans can be displaced and have been by that. Um, yes, he will be. And I think he might be, yeah, he will be. I think he's pulling around 6% right now. And I think, yeah, he will be definitely on the face of him. Okay. Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Election coming up. I was wondering if Terry's available. Ah, okay. Okay. Well, you know what? I would rather, I wouldn't mind talking to you if you're willing to share some opinions.
Presidential campaign. Is this Betty? Hi, my name is Betty. Presidential campaign. I'm just trying to find out what's important to
What
Americans
up?
in the election. Is Larry available?
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang Presidential Campaign. I'm just calling to find out what's important.
Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. Is Tammy available? Sorry, what? I don't think what.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang Presidential Campaign. Is Rita available?
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if Donald's available.
I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang Presidential Campaign. I'm
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if Opal is available. Okay. Well, I'd be happy to speak with another member of the family if you're willing to share some opinions for just 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, thank you, sir.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer at the Andrew Yang Presidential Campaign. Is Jerry available?
Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. And I was wondering if Frank is available.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer at the Andrew Yang Presidential
Hi, my
Campaign.
name is Levin. I'm a volunteer with the presidential campaign of Andrew Yang. And I was wondering if Betty is available.
Hi, Shirley. My name is Kim. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang Campaign. And I was just wondering, Andrew Yang is the presidential candidate who supports
Hi, my name is Levin.
American. Is that something that you've heard of? Okay, and would you say that you're strongly supporting Biden or still undecided? Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Okay, have a good day.
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. I'm calling today just to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. Is Marcia available?
I want to find out what's important to Americans in this upcoming election. Is Iowa available?
Hello?
Oh, hi. And how are you doing? Yeah, so I'm volunteering for Andrew Yang. He is the candidate who's proposing $1,000 a month to every American adult. Have you heard of him, or is there something you're supporting for presidency? Okay. Um, uh-huh. Yeah, I know it's still really early on. So this proposal is called a freedom dividend or universal basic income. A lot of Americans
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling just to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I'm wondering if Daryl is available.
And a lot of Americans are just living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to pay, for their basic needs. So this proposal, $1,000, would be a really big game changer and should go up the economy. Yeah. Would you consider supporting Andrew Yang, or do you have any questions or concerns that you're
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. I was wondering if you or another member of the household would like to share opinions with for like 2 or 3 minutes.
will you be watching? Yes, will you be watching the next
All right, well,
debate?
thank you. Have a good one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that would be great. I hope you can watch the debate and watch out for Andrew Yang. just wanting to, just to really meet the needs of Americans, struggling with the cost of healthcare and housing and, you know, um, potentially losing their jobs or not being able to pay, for an unexpected bill, for example. Um, that's just the.
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling just to find out what Americans are seeing as important this year in terms of the election coming up. I'm wondering if Judy is available.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. You have a good day.
Hello?
Okay, thank you. Take care.
Hi, I'm a volunteer calling with to find out what's important for Americans this year as far as the election coming up. Okay, thank you.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a author of the Andrew presidential campaign. I'm calling to find out what's important to Americans in this upcoming election. Is Gail available?
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year for the election coming up. I'm wondering if Sherry is available.
The Andrew presidential campaign. I'm just calling to find out what's.
Okay. Well, I'd be happy to speak with another member of the family if that's all right with you. I'm just collecting some opinions, and it'll probably take like 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I'm volunteering with Andrew Yang. He's running for president. He is
Okay. Well,
proposing
all right. Thank you.
Have you heard of him, or is that something that interests you? No, he's a Democrat. Mhm. Yes. Yes, he is actually one of the two candidates who are polling in double digits among Trump supporters. So I think he has a good chance of beating Trump.
Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. And I'm wondering if Mary is available.
And yes, yes. Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. And I hope.
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year for the election coming up. Is Gerald available?
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. And I'm wondering if Christine's available. Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year for the election coming up. I'm wondering if Daryl's available. Yes, sir. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Remove number.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang.
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. I'm wondering if Susan. Okay. Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if Barbara is available.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer with the NEA Coalition Campaign. Just trying to find out.
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year for the election coming up. I'm wondering if Robert's available.
Hi, my name is Kim. Hi, my name is Kim. I'm a volunteer with the NEA
Hi, my name is Levin. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if you or another member of the household would like to share a few opinions for like 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so I'm representing the Andrew Yang presidential campaign, and I'm trying to find out whether people have heard of him and what they think about him. Yeah, yeah. So have you heard of Andrew Yang? Okay, awesome. And based on what you've seen so far, is he somebody you're considering supporting for the primaries? Okay, great. And do you have somebody that you are supporting?
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm volunteering with the NEA
Ah,
Coalition.
okay. Yeah.
Trying to find out what's important to Americans now for the election. Is Mary available?
Beto O'Rourke. Yeah. Yeah, those are both very strong candidates. And I just saw a video clip of Pete Buttigieg talking about automation. And so that, yeah, and that's one of Andrew Yang's prime concerns as well. Um,
Right here.
if I may ask you, yeah, go ahead. Oh, I was going to ask you, what's the most important issue to you? Ah, okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Oh, the climate. Yeah, for sure. Right. Yeah. So, would it help if I tell you a little bit about what Andrew Yang's policy proposals have in terms of addressing gun control and climate change, and also the economy?
Okay.
Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. So, in terms of gun control, Andrew Yang, he points out that, I mean, he's for background checks. He also has an innovative policy, which is to offer gun personalization. And I think that's one of the more innovative policies that he has that the other candidates haven't really talked about. Of course, he sees eye to eye with most other Democratic candidates in terms of doing background checks and licensing. He's for licensing for guns, kind of like how you need the license to drive a car. So yeah, and I'm not really sure what Pete's is. I haven't honestly done my research on his gun control policy, so I'm sure you have. But I just wanted to offer some information for you to consider. Um, and in terms of climate change, Andrew Yang was just on the climate debate on, I think it was CNN a couple of days ago, right? Um, and the unique thing about Andrew Yang's proposals is that He doesn't have this outsized fear of nuclear that we tend to be, a lot of people tend to be locked in. And he points out that, the nuclear power plants is not something to be feared, and the technology has actually evolved a lot and is a lot safer now. Um, of course, he's still about cutting emissions. What I want to say is unique about his plan is being at the forefront of technology, the intersection between technology and society. He understands that it's not really enough. Definitely we want to cut down on emissions, and that's the main thing we have to do. But that might not be enough because the U.S. is only 15% of global emissions. So the unique thing about Andrew is he's also pushing hard on geoengineering and technology. So things like carbon fixing, reforestation, seeding oceans so that ocean kelp and the ocean ecology can be reseeded with organisms that will trap carbon, and also innovative technologies like thorium nuclear reactors that are safe, and also even more kind of innovative solutions like seeding the stratosphere with particles that reflect sunlight. So some of those innovative things that we may need to resort to, because frankly, if we cut down our global emissions to zero, developing countries are still going to need dirty energy, and we also need to be the leaders in terms of developing technologies that are green that we can export to those other developing economies. So that's a few things that are unique to Andrew Yang. Yeah, so just, wanted to make you aware of those things and have you watch out for Andrew Yang in the third debates coming up.
Would you like me to send you an email with more information for the campaign?
That's right.
Okay, good. Okay, LSNT. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so
All right. Have a good day. Bye.
hotmail.com. Okay, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Okay, all right, thank you. Take care.
Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. Is Frederick available? Okay, well, I'd be happy to speak with another member of the household if you'd be willing to chat for a couple minutes. All right, thank you, sir. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. I was wondering if Harold's available. Oh, great. Mm, 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 mm. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's in Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if Hormoz is available. Uh, I'd be happy to speak with any member of the family. I'm trying to get some opinions around the election. Do you have just 2 or 3 minutes to chat? Okay. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if Dean's available. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if James is available. Ah, okay. Oh, thank you. And, I'd be happy to speak with another member of the family if you'd be willing to chat for a couple minutes. Just 2 or 3 minutes, probably. Yeah. Ah, okay. Yeah, thank you for your time. Hi, my name is Levin, and hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if Patricia is available. Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening. Hi, how are you doing? Oh, oh, um, oh, I'm sorry. You must have picked up the phone. I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign, and the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. Yeah, how are you doing? Okay, I'm sorry. I must have interrupted your other conversation, right? Okay, bye. What do I see here? Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I'm wondering if Norman's available. Oh, my bad. Sorry for your loss. Um, I'd be happy to speak with another member of the household if you have a couple moments. It'll probably just be a 2 or 3 minute conversation. Okay, that's all right. Thank you. Mm, Lines are still open, right?
I don't know.
Seems to be.
Yeah. I got an email, but there wasn't a place for me to put the email in.
Yeah, there's a lot of places where they don't have that anymore.
Really? Yeah. And so now I'm trying to figure out where I can send it to someone so they can add that to the mailing
Mm.
list.
Mm.
What else have you got going on today?
Um, I gotta go home and do my taxes actually. Yeah. I filed an extension, yeah, so it's like due in October. But I'm going off traveling, so I gotta get that done before.
Oh, okay. Where
Yeah.
are you gonna go travel?
I'm going to Hawaii and then Paris.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
maybe, hopefully, Taiwan in between also.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Visit my dad over in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like friends in Hawaii or Paris?
I'm going for a class on energy healing. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering, sorry, what? Something about- Hi, my name is Levin, and hi, how you doing? My name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer. Hello? Hi, can you hear me okay? Hi, I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign, and I'm just quickly calling to see if you've heard of Andrew Yang. I'm supporting Andrew Yang. Da, 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 da. Hi, my name is Levin. Hello? Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. I'm wondering if Sherry is available. Hello? Hi, I'm wondering if Sherry is available. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I'm wondering if Alicia is available. Okay, they want to sign off.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay. That's it for today, or for now, maybe not.